Today we have Renat, I'm going to say it right, Vericki, Vice President of Navman Wireless North America. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so before you and I even start talking, explain to everyone what Navman does.
So we do fleet management via GPS technology. So we're really reducing the costs of companies who have commercial vehicles.
So it could be anything.
It could really be, I mean, the single biggest cost that people have in their vehicles from a commercial perspective is fuel.
Right.
So we focus a lot on the fuel savings. And for example, we take what everyone understands now is just simple GPS technology, transmit over the cellular networks, and we can even monitor when someone is idling for more than 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then they start to reduce those instances to reduce their costs.
So, okay, so this fleet optimization notion, as a company, I would pay for the service?
Absolutely.
And then what do? You put like a little chip in my guys, basically? Or in the truck?
Exactly. So think of the black box you always hear in a plane. We take that kind of concept, put it in a car, tie it to the ignition so we can understand when the engine's on, when it's moving, when it's speeding. I think from the very simplest kind of low-hanging fruit of why a company does this is first for things like fuel reduction. Everyone knows the fuel costs have been skyrocketing, so they look at that and they do things like this idling. So companies even have idling policies, but they don't know how to monitor it. So we actively monitor it, we provide reports, we can reduce the cost of just their fuel consumption by simple technology like that.
It's a little Big Brother, though, isn't it? Like this, you're tracking the vehicle, so you almost feel like if the driver goes off the road to go get a burger, he gets caught.
Yeah, I think this is one of the big misconceptions of our technology, and in fact our industry. I think what companies are doing that a little bit smarter is they work with their drivers. They create incentives where they share the benefit. Once they've recouped the cost of our technology, they often put incentives to say, if you don't have speeding, if you don't do idling, we will share some of the profit with you. So I think this Big Brother notion is all about how it gets implemented. The technology can certainly be perceived as Big Brother, but how the companies do it and the innovative companies who use our technology really create some benefits that are not just Big Brother aspects.
I think it's really cool. So basically anyone that has a delivery service of some sort should be thinking about this.
What's really amazing, there's 20 million commercial vehicles in the U.S.
Wow.
And there's only about 2 million of those being tracked. So the opportunity for our industry, not only here in the U.S., but globally, is just tremendous. The awareness of GPS is just starting, and so I think the opportunity is just incredible on what we can save and how much growth not only Navman can have, but the industry overall.
So, are you targeting clients like Federal Express and UPS? Is that what you're looking to do, or is it the smaller guys to start?
We tend to go after the smaller guys. I think a lot of times UPS has been famous for their no left turns.
Right, I've always heard that. Is
exactly.
that true?
I think it is. They are really obsessives. They've kind of been doing this for a long time, and they've built their own homegrown system. So I think what's happened is you've got this general evolution of adoption where the prices have come down of our technology and the adoptions have come up. So now the delivery truck who's got 10 vehicles can really afford this. And so it's a simple subscription model, $40 a month per vehicle. The savings can just be amazing just on this idling alone.
So $40 a month per vehicle, and you do all the tracking back at your space, at your offices, and then you just send me the details.
Exactly. So we take care of everything. One of the things we like to pride ourselves on is let's not put the burden onto our clients. So we take care of the installation, the technology, all those aspects, and then our clients simply log on to our application and see what's going on, or just receive data every day on what's happening with their fleet.
What made you do something like this?
It was, I've always been a bit of an entrepreneur. I've started a company before, and I had an opportunity 4 years ago to go with a management team and do an MBO. So we bought this company out of a public company, and it's been 4 years of a lot of hard work, but a lot of fun as well. Yeah,
because you were with Accenture. We were talking earlier about MIT, MBA grad, things, having business acumen and what it's doing, and the way the entrepreneur works, unfortunately, versus the way Washington, D.C. works.
Yes.
We need more of you down there. Not that you would go.
Yeah. But, I'm not sure if I could handle Washington myself.
I don't blame you. So you bought this out, so I don't have to, so then funding wasn't an issue?
Actually, we closed the deal in July of 2007, so kind of the timing of the funding was tremendous. We've been reminded several times that we got pretty lucky of the timing. But even now, just recently, we recapitalized the company. We paid off our initial debt, and so money is out there. I think this notion you talked about before about innovation and innovation in America, I think the capital is cheap. So I think if you're willing to take risks and you have good ideas, there's no limit to American innovation.
I agree with you. The angel investors, the venture capitalists, they are dying to do something with the cash they're sitting on.
I totally agree.
So are you hiring?
We are hiring. We're a Chicago-based company, but we're very international. 70% of our business is outside the U.S.
70%? What countries are you in then?
So we are in Australia, New Zealand, the UK. We just opened an office in Mexico as well as China. So we are in rapid expansion.
And you're hiring?
We are hiring. We've been hiring steadily. I mean, one of the things our CEO thought was an opportunity is the downturn. It's an opportunity to invest more, catch up on competition, and then as we're coming out of it now, we're really seeing that we're able to leapfrog some people.
But I got to believe fuel prices are, the one thing that you're probably the only people in the world that want fuel prices to go up.
Yes, there's some benefit
you and the
to
greenies.
us. Yes, there's some benefit to us on fuel prices going up.
Did you see a surge in business when gas hit $4?
Yeah, I think what we saw is a huge influx of questions about our technology. It's a big spur of what can we do, what's out there to reduce the fuel costs. Because all of a sudden what people plan for is fuel will be this, and all of a sudden it sort of consumes all their operating costs. And so how do they do it? I think for us it's been much more about increasing awareness and what our technology can do to help companies.
So what is the website?
Navmanwireless.com.
Navmanwireless.com, but the product is actually called, what? Online AVL2?
That is right.
That's the device.
So that is actually the application that people go to.
Okay.
The device is, we have both something for construction product, which is our Cutanium, and then we also have something for our regular on-the-road vehicles called the Cube.
And so you're in 130,000 vehicles right now?
Absolutely, worldwide.
And so if you're telling me there's 20 million commercial vehicles, little room to grow there.
There is, and actually we're probably one of the top 5 companies in the world in this space. So investors are extremely excited about our space and our company.
So what, if I may, who are then your competitors right now?
Yes.
Are they the big, does Sony do something like this?
No, I don't think yet the really big companies, it hasn't gotten to scale yet. I think for the big companies to come in, I think players like ourselves need to grow a little bit more to have the kind of girth to be consumed by a company like that. The competitors are really different in every country. One of the unique advantages that Navman has is our global footprint. So in each country there's kind of local competition, but there's very few on a global footprint.
I think you're onto something, and I'm telling you, gas will go back up again.
Absolutely.
I gotta believe. I mean, and again, you're going to be doing the happy dance, I know, but people will be concerned about this. Stuff has to get delivered, especially come the holidays.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Renat Vericki. Did I do that right?
Very right.
Vice President of Navman Wireless North America. What nationality are you?
It's Belgian.
Really?
Yeah. So I spent a lot of my childhood in Belgium and traveling back and forth between the U.S. and here.
So that's why you're in UK and Australia and New Zealand. That's your part of the world.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Well, this is good stuff. All right, and again, the website?
Navmanwireless.com.
Check it out, navmanwireless.com. You going to go public anytime soon?
I don't think going public right now. We're still... We enjoy the private aspects of our business. We've been in the public world before, and it's a lot of work.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
It's good stuff. Check it out. Gas prices are no doubt going back up. Small businesses should be concerned.